Hello everyone, this is SystemCollapse and I'm back yet again playing FTB Beyond. And yeah, having a great day. Today is a wonderful day. Woke up all sunny. Spring is here, I think. And it's nice, it's nice. But yeah, what did I do? What did I do between videos? Well, not a whole lot. Mostly just set up crafting recipes. We're gonna go take a look there and get on to something pretty cool here. So first off, I think I did this. Yes, I did this. I made a flux controller just to control my network. I only got one network right now, so I only need the one controller. I set it to even distribution. It spreads the energy around a lot better. One problem with flux controllers, or sorry, the flux networks, is it always tries to fill batteries to 100% before it gives power to machines. That's kind of a problem. And because they have the, what are they called, these locked for I don't know what reason. I have no reason. These have a network buffer and a storage buffer, and the network buffer helps with that, but for some reason they have this disabled and I don't know why. I have no idea. They were a little cheap, I'll give them that. At least, well, the base one was a little cheap. The higher ones were expensive as heck, but the base ones were pretty cheap. But I don't know why they locked these out, because these things, they help the network work. So they're actually hurting flux networks by disabling these. But best I could do is even distribution, ignore limit true, and make sure the transmitter on. That was another big reason, just so this wirely charges whenever I'm, you know, doing stuff. So that's why I made that. Good to go. Down here, I added in a compactor. I didn't even know this was in the pack until I started looking for stuff we wanted to do today, because we're going to be working on Embers, and you need plates. You need iron plates, copper plates, and what's the other one? Iron, copper, and lead? Yeah, iron, copper, and lead. And I was looking for easy way to create plates. This is it. So yeah, the thermal expansion plates, or compactor, to make plates, and it can be used for a bunch of stuff. It can be used to make the coins for the numeristic generator, which we might do later on just for fun, because like I said, I have 180,000 iron now. So it can also be used to compact items, but there's better options for that. Yeah, this one here, just compressed. It just combines blocks, nothing big deal. But it can also make the plates, which is what we're using it for. So that's why that's there. There's just a crafter behind there, importer, same jazz as every other machine you automate and refine storage. And I think that, oh no, there's one more thing I did, and it was kind of just solving a problem. So I'm gonna grab the stack of bone meal, and I said yesterday I had a problem with dye. Well, that's all fixed up. There's two options to do dye easily in this pack. One is with Agricraft. You can use Agricraft to grow the Botania mystical flower seeds, and you could get dye that way pretty easy. But I'm using the atomic reconstructor with the lens of color, so I'll show you here. I made all these in a matter of about 45 seconds just to test it out. I was just testing it out, but you can just take, actually I'll grab the rest of that bone meal. Give me that. You can just take this, you know, go throw that on the ground. Why didn't that all throw? There we go. And flick the lever, and now we got a bunch of red dye, and now we got some green. It's cocoa beans, and I think you guys get the gist. I could make any kind of dye I want, and if you do it in big batches, it is a little, oh, I took the lens, a little random, but it gets the job done. And like I said, you just do a big batch and don't have to worry about it. Just make sure you have all the dyes you need, and that'll take care of that. I won't have to worry about dyes. I'll probably get about 1,000 of every dye, and probably not need any more for the rest of the playthrough. So that is pretty cool. But what we're going to get to today, is actually going to be Embers. So I set up an area over here, and this is going to be where we kind of build our Embers area. Botania will go over here somewhere, same as blood magic. So all that stuff's going to be going over this area, all the magical stuff. It's going to grow and get all pretty over time, but for right now, I'm kind of doing testing, because this episode I might derp. I'm just going to throw that out there, because I kind of understand Embers, but this is a complete new mod to me. So anytime I'm into stuff like that, there's always opportunity for derpage. So I already made some stuff here. The first one I made here is the atmospheric gauge, and it's super cheap, just some copper, iron, redstone. But if you equip it, you get this little meter here. Depending on that little pointer in the center, it'll tell you whether or not there's actually embers in the area. And embers is basically, you can think of it as a power source. Think of it as coal. It's coal basically for a lot of the machines, but it's a little different. It's kind of like a magical things, because embers kind of like, it's tech, but it's magical tech, I would say, just because of the way it works. But the higher that meter goes, the more that's in it. I'm not going to worry about that. I actually created 10 of these boars, which is what we use to bring out, gather the embers. And we're actually just set 10. And I flew around. I couldn't find any good spots. There is one good spot over there where I am going to set up a few more boars. But for the most part, I'm just going to set up a bunch and not worry about it. This is a multi-block. So it's a single block that's a multi-block. So that's one thing I like about embers. So I'd like to put it in a little better spot than that so you can actually see it. Maybe right there. See, this is kind of like a grinder thing. Once this gets powered with coal, it's going to start moving and gathering embers for us. But we need to get down the bedrock for this to work. So I was going to do one in particular that's going to be kind of aesthetic. I'm going to build, you know, a nice kind of cavern, chasm type deal. And I'm just going to dig straight down because I'm crazy like that. Okay, crisis averted. I had to run in and dig into the biggest lava lake that I could possibly find just to make my life difficult. I'm going to put this up here and we're going to just get this boar down. Oh, I did not want to do that. I did not want to do that at all whatsoever. Let's do this again. Let's throw... I just want to get it kind of off. Actually, that's not going to work, is it? It will work. It's just kind of hideous. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, I guess we could do it this way. There we go. No, that didn't work. I'll put this one on top of that one. Then break the bottom one. Why'd it break both? That seemed odd. This one, this one. I guess because the textures are to the same block. Kind of annoying. Kind of annoying to place these, actually. Ooh. Don't start that again. There we go. Try this one more time. Oh no. Let's try this 2 more times. I'm just going to throw that there and that there. Does that work? Yes, it does. Like I said, this is going to be kind of an aesthetic area anyway. I'm going to come back and change it. I'm going to line this entire tunnel with bricks and snake around conduits and stuff. Not conduits, pipes from the mod. They make it all pretty. So this is, like I said, the mechanical, just the bore. This is going to be what gets us embers. And this is... The problem with this is it's the input and output, and you can only do one at a time. So you need one of these mechanical cores to kind of extend that. Then we're going to take item pumps and item pipes, and we're going to put item pump here, item pipe there, then probably item pump, then item pipe. Basically, the way this works, I need a regular chest. Okay, now that we got some chest, let's throw... I forget which one goes which direction, so we're going to do a quick test here. These pumps, how they work, or sorry, these ones are just the item pumps, yes. The item pumps, and there's also fluid pumps. They require a redstone signal first off, so let's add that. And I can't remember, and we're going to find out in just a second. Depending on which side they are, controls which way they pump. I think this means it's going to pump into the chest, and this one's going to pump out, but we need to test that. So let's see here. I'm going to actually break this one. Actually, first off, I'm going to take these out so I don't mess up anything. Then we're going to put down our actual ender chest, which is the whole point. Because these things need fuel, and the fuel they need is either coal or charcoal. So we're going to do that. I have a bunch of chests already set up, still from our tree farm. We have tons of that. Don't have to worry about it. Let's see if we turn that on, if it drains out. Yes, it does. And this should be, yes, the blades. Whoa. Okay, the blades are going. And this one's off, state on. And you're not going to see it immediately, but over time, there we go. There's our first ender shard. And as this goes, this will pump out more and more ender shards. And the more of these you have, the faster it's going to go. So what I'm going to do, because this is chunk based. Oh, does that show my chunk lines? There we go. So this one's kind of here. I'm actually going to build off in this direction, maybe that direction, and around. And I'm going to place these other 9 boars, and then I'm going to hide them behind walls, because this is the only one I'm going to use for the actual aesthetic part of it. But I want to have a bunch of these shards coming in, as many as once, and I can only put one of these boars per chunk. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, after about 30 minutes of work, maybe 40 actually, I think I got this all done. Yes, it's an utter mess. I do not care. I do not care. They're all in different chunks is what I want. Just in case you don't know, you can hit F9 on your keyboard to bring up the different chunks, the chunk borders, just to make sure they're in different chunks. This one is pulling in a bunch of stuff. I don't know why that's showing as white, because it's actually red, but I'm not going to worry about that. Which one does that need to go on? That one needs to go on the one with the pump coming out. That's right. So I just need to set the rest of these up. And this should have stuff in it. Yeah, so that is the same channel. I don't know why they're glitching out. I'm not going to worry about it. Pump here. I just basically need to set these all up now, and we are good to go. We should start getting a ton of embers and not have to worry about it for a while. There is a finite amount in every chunk, so that is something to be aware of. If you're going to do this for a long period of time, you're going to need to make more of these boars in different locations. And if you can find a better location than I did, then it'll be much easier anyway. But I went with what I had and what was close by. Just deal in bulk, then I don't have to worry about it. And there we go. And you'll see you get 2 different kinds of embers. There's the ember crystal, ember shards. The ember crystals just give you more ember. I do not know the numbers yet. I'll see if I can figure that out in time. Of course I don't have a bed, so we're gonna have to go sleep. Okay, I went and I slept. I crafted a bunch of the items that we're gonna need. I crafted this copper cell, which is basically a battery, really cheap. Block iron, some of these camonite bricks, all that jazz. Some of these emitters, again copper, camonite plate, just coke down raw camonite, blend, more of this stuff. It's all basic resources. The gauges, again, basic. I think the most expensive thing in this might be a couple pieces of silver is all I've seen in the entire pack, so it is not expensive. What we're going to do right now is, well, I have this ender chest here, and this is where all of our shards are getting pumped into. So we've got a decent amount coming in and more coming in, which is good, but we don't have any use for them yet. So the first thing we're going to do is create this, which is the ember activator, and this is what is going to process the actual ember into the form which it can power the machines for this mod. We need an item pump and item pipe, I guess. So let's take... Is that getting night again already? I did some crafting and it seemed like it took 2 minutes. Must have been like 5. I was waiting for the plates. Just so I can stay out and play for a bit. There we go. Good old mega torches. Let's see here. So we're gonna need a pipe. No, we need the pump first. Then we need a pipe. Then we're gonna need a lever. So let's grab a lever. Gonna just throw that here. And anytime you want one of these pumps, why does it do that? It must be the lever. The lever. Does the lever lock these chests? No, I guess it's just graphical. That is really weird. Anyway. And we're going to take one of these ember gauges on here. Ember gauges, throw that like right there. And it'll tell us that there's 13,500 ember in this currently. So it is storing ember. It processed all it could. It's at its max right now. So that is what we want. Next we're going to go to, I guess, here. Just here. This is going to be our power cell. So like I said, it's a power cell. But to be able to transfer the ember from here to the power cell, we're going to need an emitter. And this is an emitter. Real simple. Again, gonna need a lever. Basically, whenever you're working with this and you want to activate something, you're going to need a lever on any of the pipes. Here, and we need a receptor. And the receptor, basically, all it does is receive ember. So, So the emitter emits it, the receiver receives it. And if I shift and right click this one and look at my hammer, for some reason it doesn't tell you on screen, but if you look at the hammer, it'll say targeting this blah blah blah. So you shift right click to, you know, make it target, then right click that, and now it is shooting Ember into this. And if I get a gauge on there, you'll see that it is starting to store Ember in it. And this can store up to 24,000. It's not great. There is bigger storage later on, but we'll get to that later. This is kind of like if you're going to set up a section, want to have a little buffer. There you go. So we got that. The next things we're going to need here, we're going to actually need more machines, because I would like to get on to actual ore processing and ore doubling. So this is kind of, Embers is kind of like Tinkers, if Tinkers was cool. Nothing against Tinkers, but I think Tinkers are pretty lame. It has not changed at all. It is simple and tedious at the same time. And I'm just bored of it. It's nothing really personal against the mod. I'm bored of it. So which one am I looking for now? I think I need smelters? Is it smelters? Or is it melters? It might be melter. There we go. We're going to make 2 of these. And that. There's 1. There's 2. So we're going to make these melters. I'm going to throw... Where should I put these? I guess I'll just throw them down here. Doesn't really matter. Like I said, this is just kind of initial setup. And what these do is melt down different materials. So it gets, you know what I mean? We're going to do copper and gold initially. So let's grab that. Let's grab some copper. Copper. Grab a stack. Maybe some gold as well. And there we go. And we're doing copper and gold because there is a resource that is, you know, unique to this pack. It's called dawnstone. And to make all the high level machines, or the more, you know, the later level stuff, you need that. So there you go. So that's there. Where do we put the emitters, the receptors on these ones? I can't remember. We'll just try a spot and see what happens. So probably a receptor would go right here. Let's try it. Let's try it. And I might need a splitter. Yes, I am going to need a splitter. Or I can do it this way. Actually, I don't need a splitter. We'll do 2 emitters instead. So emitter here. And, well, we'll break that and move it. There we go. Grab that, put that there. And put that there. And these things, I mean, a lot of them you can't, like this, you can't shift and see the information. I think on this one I can, yeah. It'll show that there's 4 ender crystals in it. And I think these tanks, once they have liquid in them, will show you how much is in them. But you're supposed to use the gauges, so I'm just using them. Ember, that should work. Emitter. Then we'll need, where is it? 2 levers. And you can see the way this is shooting lasers and stuff. This is why I'm really pumped for this. I can do a crazy build with this. It's going to be like a light show. So I should be able to just go click. So shift right click, then click. Shift right click, and right click. Now, if I turn these on, there we go. Check that out. That already looks amazing. And I haven't even done anything yet. It's off center, but who cares? Like I said, this is just the initial setup. Next, let's make some fluid tanks. Fluid, we're going to make 2 of those. Kind of just a buffer, so we can keep processing stuff, even if I'm doing other things. Pretty simple. And I'm also going to need the other kind of pump there. So we're going to need the mechanical pumps now. So let's make 2 of those. And we're going to need some iron pipes, I think they're called. Iron pipes. Oh, I have some, but I'm going to need more than that. Let's make another 10. There we go. I'll come get, oh, they were already done. Iron pipes. Excellent. Okay. So these fluid tanks is exactly what they are. They're fluid tanks. And they tank fluid. Oh, this thing destroys dirt so crazily. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Let's put the fluid tanks, I guess, 2 forward would be fine. Let's do that. That. Then we'll take, we don't need the item pumps right now. We need iron pipe and fluid pipe. Did I not grab the fluid pipes? I must not have. Let's go grab the fluid ones, or the mechanical pumps. That's what they're called. I did not grab them. So weird. I'm out of my element. I'm not used to this mod yet, and I'm learning things. It's kind of fun. Oh, guess that needs to go on top. Well, we have just learned that these need to go on the top. So let's do that. Let's do that. And I guess we can just do iron pipes, which were here. We'll just bring those down here. Down here. And do this. And this. And see if that's working. I wonder if these receptors actually belong on the bottom. Let's find out. Don't want any emitters. I want receptors. Receptors. Try receptors on the bottom instead. Let's see how that goes. That'd actually almost make more sense. Because, you know, if there's a heating element, it's down there, right? Receptor. Oh, because I'm doing it backwards. There we go. You gotta hit the... You got to hit the receptor before the emitter. It has to be done in that order. But I just want to see if this is actually smelting down now. Let's do a gauge. We want fluid gauges now. Fluid gauges. I guess we'll put one here. Molten copper. Excellent. And here, molten copper. These are on. I probably... Oh, I had the pipe. I told you it'd be a derpy episode. I warned you. I warned you. Because I do have these again, back again. The opposite direction. Gonna throw some levers down. Some levity levers. There we go. Once I do this a bit, I should... There we go. I'll get it all hang of it and understand how it works. But you see now that is mixing... Not mixing. Is moving the fluids forward, which is exactly what we want. Now we just need one more thing. So we need the centrifuge. Mixing centrifuge. Let's do this. Let's grab that. Let's make one of these. Not too bad. Needs a compass. A couple of the items need a compass. I actually had to set up crafting for a compass, which is something I'm not used to having to do, but is what it is. I guess we'll just throw this here. It's kind of annoying me that these are off center, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're going to need 2 more pumps. Let's do that real quick. Mechanical pump. Do 2. Click start. Go. There's 2 of those. Let's make sure we put them on the right end this time. And this is just a buffer. These can hold 16,000 millibuckets of liquid each, which is kind of cool. And with this centrifuge, you want to put the bottom. Yes, the mixed fluids need to go in the bottom. Don't quote me on that. We're about to find out. So let's see. I think it's put the items in the bottom and pull from the I hope it might be top. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're about to find out. We're going to need another receptor. Means I'm going to have to change this around too. No, I could do it on the power cell. Oh, that is the power cell. Let's change this around really quick. Let's put receptor. Because I'm going to need a 3rd connection now because we're going to need a little more power. So with the Tinker's hammer, this one first. Shift right click. There we go. Then we should be able to put another emitter up here. Excellent. And lever here. Turn that on. Good. So when it's good to go already, then we should be able to just go here to here. Why isn't that one firing? Okay, let's try to... Oh, I did it backwards, I bet. Here. Then just right click. There we go. There we go. That one's gonna shoot. Like, look at this. It's gonna be so awesome with a proper setup. Levers. Boop. And boop. Throw this here. This here. And hopefully this is going to mix our liquids for us. Let's put fluid gauges. Not getting any, but is pumping it out. One of the things to note about these pipes too is that they, what should we call it? The flipes in the item pipe. So this item pipe here, even if I did not have it connected to this and just had an item pipe, it would pull items, and there is an internal inventory in the pipe, and if you break the pipes, the items spill out. Just something to be aware of. That has nothing. This has nothing. Okay, I have done this wrong. So once again, it must have to go top. So iron pipe, iron pipe. That looks more correct. Dawnstone. There we go. We got 8,000 dawnstone already done. So we should be able to pull that out now. We're going to need another tank. I basically want to get to the point today where we can make dawnstone, because covering this is going to be at least a two-parter. So let's make this. Boom. Because this is one of the ones I'm learning. I hope you guys are too. Fluid. We need that. We're going to need a stamper. So boop. And we're going to need a stamper base. And we're going to need a bin. There we go. So that. Our stampers. And oh, there's one more thing, and I think it's the actual stamp thing. So let's see here, stamp. Let's go to Embers, and they're basically just like Tinker's molds, but much more simple. I need a bar stamp. I don't have a bar stamp. I need one of these. No. This. Yep. Where'd all my bone meal go? Oh, I'm auto-crafting bones because I'm doing build. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, well, I had to head all the way back to the old base and turn off. I have auto-crafting set up because I plan to use more bone blocks, and I kind of forget about it. I guess it doesn't show liquid down here. I think when I was in creative, I did look at this creative for a bit. This did the same thing. This bottom one seems kind of bugged out. It doesn't actually get you numbers, but you have to pull the dawnstone from the bottom. So I am aware of that. We're going to need a fluid tank. Oh, and I forgot to grab that actual stamp because I just smelted it. So let's grab stamp. Grab one of those. There we go. So we're going to need a tank. This is basically just a buffer. Oh, I should put it one more. I think it needs to be two. I haven't tried direct connecting to a pump. It might work, but I don't think it'll know which way to go if we do it that way. Let's see here. Pipe, mechanical pump. Always need one more thing. Yes, I'm down to about 200 bone right now because I had made tons of those blocks. I think I made like 20,000 of them. Just because I kind of forgot about it. I didn't mean to make that many, but I did. Mechanical pump. This should be the last mechanical pump we need for right now anyway. So we need to come pull the liquids from here. Then we'll need a pipe. Then a lever. Why won't you go there? Oh, it's because of this silly gauge. Okay, well, we'll change things up. The gauges aren't that important anyway. There we go. Is liquid going in there? Come on, liquid. Do your thing. Pump out. That is right. Mechanical pump. On. And there should be a ton of liquid in there. Let's see here. Fluid gauge here. 8,000 dawnstone. There's nothing in the pipe. Oh, it shows you liquids in the pipe. That is kind of cool. I just want the rest of this done. Why is this not pumping out? We'll try maybe pumping out. Oh, we could probably just pump out from the top, eh? Maybe that was the problem. But there's ports down here, so you would think that you would be able to do it either way, but we'll try this. Mechanical pump and this iron pipe, and it's going to double connect. I don't know if that matters. Okay, so there is dawnstone coming in. I'm going to change that real quick just so it's not trying to cycle items back in, maybe, or liquid back in. And we got dawnstone coming in now. Okay, cool. That is cool. We going to need to. I hope I don't need one more pipe. We're about to find out. So we're going to need the stamper. And I did not grab the base, did I? Oy vey. Base. I made one of these. I don't know what I did with it. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to make one. There we go. So, we need the stamp base. I think it could pull the liquid. We're about to find out. No, it cannot pull the liquid. Okay, great. Because that means we need one more mechanical pump. One more mechanical pump. And this is complicated. I mean, this is by no means a simple mod. So, but once you get it, it's not going to be too bad. Like, I'm just derping because, like I said, I fooled around creative with this for about 30 minutes and went, I think I got it. And I knew it was going to be derpy, but until you actually do it, you're not going to actually learn it. Do that, and that should work. There we go. That is exactly what we want. Then we'll want... Actually, that is not exactly how we want it. Let's turn that off for a second. Drain the pipe. Excellent. Then we're going to break this for a second. I want to bring those liquids in through the side. It'll just make more sense in a second. Mechanical pump. Pipe, pipe, pipe. That'll work. I'd probably run it under if I was doing it, you know, a permanent setup, but that is fine. Okay, we'll pump that back in. We're going to want this bin actually behind it, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to take the stamper, throw it here, and that's not facing the right way. I do not believe. I think it's this one here that we need. Not that one, not that one. That looks like it. Let's see if we can put the bar stamp on it. Yes, we can. And I think this one needs power. So we're going to have to do something with that. Power there, power there, power there. I'm running out of places, so I'm going to get rid of this gauge. Put an emitter here. And we just need a receptor. Go over here. Oh, I didn't need an emitter here. I needed a receptor. Receptor. We're going to hammer that puppy. And hopefully hammer this one. And throw a lever on it. Come on, do it. Do your thing. Or is that one? That one might be too far. So, actually no solution for that. So let's do this. Let's grab a relay. Let's make 2 just in case. Oh, we got 4. That works. Apparently it makes 2 for each recipe. We'll throw 1 here. Again, it's not going to be clean. One up here, sure. That should make it so it can make it. And let's try this again. We're going to link... Oh, it's getting power now. But I want to use those emitters now anyway, so let's do it. Relays, I mean, just to show them off. Go from there to there. Whoops, I did that wrong. So shift right click. Right click. Then shift right click that. Then right click. Shift right click that. And then right click. And that should, look at that, follows the path of the relays and makes its way to the receptor. Like, you're going to be able to do such cool things with it. Oh, I love this mod. I love it. Haven't even used it. And it's already making dawnstone. There you go. Item. Got item gauge. Throw that down here. And I don't think these bins can hold very much. It wasn't much at all. But you'd end up having a hopper or something to pull it out. But yeah, that is ore doubling. This is ore doubling and the creation of dawnstone, which is the main resource for all the secondary machines in this mod, and the really cool like clockwork axe, clockwork pickaxe, grand hammer. These things are like ridiculously large weapons, and they all have cool little special abilities. But yeah, this is Embers. This is Embers. I know a lot of people have no idea what it is, but I think this is a really cool mod. Really cool mod. I'd love to see a pack where this was totally fully integrated and replace Tinkers. Instead of Tinkers, make us use this. Make us. Force me. Make me. This would have been perfect if you guys ever played Regrowth. This would have been an amazing mod for Regrowth, but it wasn't available then. Yeah, really cool, really cool. So I hope you guys like this, but I'm gonna end this video here probably because it's probably already getting pretty long. And I'm gonna do a much cleaner setup. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm gonna do an entire build. Not entire build, a nice build with this stuff because I really like the style of the blocks. You know what I mean? It's got this kind of dwarven kind of feel to it, but it's got the magical because the embers. How are our embers doing? Oops. Pretty good. I'm actually, well, we'll wait till it runs through the fluid, then turn it off. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. So as always, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. And I want everyone to have a good one. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Later.